So I'd be Mike Lawrence.
Yeah, it's good to hear a bit of Totenhosen, Auftagen wie diesen. Again, Thomas Seyler walking on to the delight of the German crowd, coming through the host nation qualifier on Thursday night, and then seeing off Antonio Alcinas of Spain 6-1 yesterday. Checkouts of 121 and 100, making pretty easy work of it. But a different proposition today against the number 10 seed, the wily Scot from Ayrshire, Robert Thornton. And we've seen Robert reach the quarterfinals of 2 European Tour events so far this year, in Hildesheim and in Munich, so he's enjoyed playing in Germany in 2015.
Yeah, for a man who's won 8 PDC titles and a major as well, of course, former UK Open champion, he's not really done it on the European Tour before.
Game on.
He never got past the quarter-final of a European Tour event as Robert Thornton. Maybe this is the weekend where he puts that right. Got to see off one of the Germans, though, in front of what could turn a pretty feisty crowd here in Riesa if Seyler gets going.
Yes, that may well play a part. I remember Salzburg last year, the Austrian Open, where Robert Thornton had to play Rowby John Rodriguez, who, well, he's maybe of a different character to Thomas Seyler in terms of liking to wind up the crowd, milk the crowd, call it what you will. And some of his on-stage antics were just starting to rile Thornton a little bit, I think it's fair to say.
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Rowby John was celebrating every time he hit even just one treble. And then Thornton didn't like that, so he started celebrating every ton that he hit. It was great.
60.
I mean, Thornton did hold on to win that game, and afterwards said that he felt that probably without some of his antics dancing around the stage, Rowby John probably should have beaten him.
26.
Probably could have beaten him.
He certainly could have. It went all the way there. Well, just to rub it in there, 26 scored for Robert Thornton, then has to endure the taunts of 2,000 Germans.
100.
Who show their appreciation for that ton from Thomas Seyler. Been one of the top German players for a long while now as Thornton. Misses out the first 180. Look at that crack team of broadcasting experts. And us.
Yeah, doing a grand job as always. Wherever you're watching, however you're watching on live pdc.tv or at one of the numerous bookmakers now streaming these European Tour events live.
140.
A feast of darts coming up for the rest of today.
Nice crown. There's no Mervyn King though.
80.
We do get to see the King in action today. One of the big names on the way for the International Darts Open. Robert Thornton looking at tops. Favourite double. That's why.
Charge in the first leg, Robert Thornton. Second leg, Robert to throw first.
And a break of throw right at the start of this game for the number 10 seed. Ian White or Mickey Mansell awaiting the winner of this one in tomorrow's third round.
Oh, I don't know who those handsome gents were.
26.
Well, 26 of Thomas Seyler. They're all the rage here in Riesa this afternoon.
57.
I think that very minimum of light shining on the commentary box is just as well. It's all you need, really.
Just the suggestion of commentators.
60.
Well, Thomas Seyler, you mentioned he beat Antonio Alcinas in the first round. That's a good win because Antonio's been playing some decent darts of late.
100.
But he saw off Stefan Stoiker, Rene Idams and Mike Langendorf in the qualifier on Thursday night, so he's won a number of games to get to this stage. Never gone past round 2 of a European Tour event before.
100.
But he is one of the established names in German darts. I mean, not only is he, he's played at the World Championships, played at the European Championships 3 times. He does the commentary on the telly for all the big events, along with
95.
sometime MC on these European Tour events, Elmar Polka.
Yes, well-known name and face here in Germany, Thomas Seyler, and Robert Thornton looking to double his lead with double top, and does so.
Second leg, Robert Thornton. Second leg, Thomas.
Looking very comfortable up on the
first.
big stage here at the
Game
Saxon Arena so far this afternoon is Robert Thornton.
Now then, Thomas Seyler.
125.
Just the 125. Have met a couple of times
45.
before these two. Both of those games go in Robert Thornton's way. Both 6-3, but, well, there's one in 2013 and one in 2011. They just have a game biennially. And Thornton wins.
80.
And I mentioned those 2 quarter-final appearances in the European Tour this year. Of course, Robert kicked off the year with reaching the quarter-finals at Ali Pali in the World Championships, and
81.
didn't drop a set until he reached that quarter-final and was beaten by Michael van Gerwen.
Ton 40 for Seyler, and the crowd show their appreciation for that as he looks to get his first leg on the board in this one.
140. Thomas, you require 156.
Well, he's got 6 darts from here at least, so if he can't take it out, just set it up.
$60.
A little bit disappointing.
A good opportunity
65.
to get a leg on the board.
Thomas, you require
Which I'm sure will be
96.
Appreciated by the crowd here in Riesa. Well, 91, treble 17 was the shot, but we'll look to tidy up.
36. Robert, you
We'll
require
come back for 60
170.
unless Robert Thornton takes out this big one. Won't happen now.
58.
And the old
Thomas, you
trademark
require
Robert
60.
Thornton critique of his own darts at the end of every throw, shake of the head, leaves you in no doubt as to what he thinks about the arrow he's just thrown. Tops for Seyler. And gets it. And even if you're watching with your eyes shut, I think the crowd will let you know that the German has got a leg on the board.
And Thornton looking to silence them very quickly.
135.
Not sure what has silenced them. I think it just make a load of noise for a different reason.
$99.
That's better. Puts him right back in this leg, Seyler.
100.
Little nod from Robert Thornton, the man from Ayrshire. Gets down to a finish.
$55. Robert, you require 167. $100.
Nice adjustment there from Robert Thornton, gets him down to 67. Shorty needs a couple of trebles. There's one. And there's another. So,
21.
this leg
Robert,
hasn't
you
got away
require
from him just
67.
yet.
Great shot to put pressure on the Scots when he's hit the big three.
May only get a dart at the bullseye now. It is just a dart at the bull. And he's
42.
just missed it. So,
Tomas, you require
Seyler,
85.
those two treble 20s in the previous visit. Bought him an opportunity to break back. Treble 15's the shot. Now, up for the 20s. Bull.
44. Robert, you require 25.
Double 4 for a 3-1 lead. Back down to double 2. Doesn't want to end up in the madhouse.
21. Tomas, you require 41.
Double trouble here. And it could be a break of throw from Thomas Seyler, wanting double 16 and hitting double 16 for 2 apiece. And I think it's fair to say, rather like the previous match between Brendan Dolan and Robert Marjanovic, I do think we've got a game on our hands here, Dan.
Certainly looks that way. And with this crowd, you know, I said at the start, if he can give them something to shout about, they could play a part. He's done that so far. He's taken his chances. He's only had 3 darts at double and he's hit 2 of them. If that continues, well, he's got an opportunity of causing an upset
60.
here. Robert Thornton, only 1 out of 3 on his checkouts. Or 2 out of 6, it's the same. Oh, now then. Gave you the big one there, Seyler, after that. He likes it. Maybe he's feeling a little bit more confident.
Robert Thornton seeded 10 here. The other seeds to come this afternoon. Justin Pipe up against the jammy dodger James Wilson next. Dave Chisnell in action. Kim Hybrex and Ian White all here this afternoon before the evening session gets underway at 7 o'clock local time.
81.
When Michael Van Gerwen, Peter Wright, among those on the big stage.
100.
Real opportunity here for Thomas Seyler to go into the lead for the first time in the match. There's been a couple of wild first darts from him.
85.
Good adjustment. Gets down to a finish. All right on the top wire there.
36.
So 6 darts from here for Thomas Seyler to take a 3-2 lead. No, 16 will leave him tops.
96.
Now, when Thomas Seyler's doing his commentary in Germany, one of his signature little phrases, I'm told, so when he got 3 clear
60.
darts at a double,
Thomas,
he
you require
just goes,
40.
Drei frische. 3 clear darts, that is. I like it, sounds good. So here we go. Drei frische.
He set up the shot beautifully.
Game on.
And only needed 1 dart to hit the double top and to go into the lead. Back comes Thornton with the first maximum of the match.
3 consecutive legs for Thomas Seyler to go into the lead as he looks to make his first ever last 16 appearance on the European Tour. Can he hold his nerve?
60.
Can he get the job done? Robert Thornton's kicked off 180. Wasn't far off that dart. Bob Thornton, of course, hit a double start 9-darter.
60.
At the Grand Prix. That was in a game against James Wade, where Wade had already hit 1.
That's right, extraordinary game that was. 2 in a single match.
60.
Especially on the double start format.
Last time we saw a 9-darter on the European Tour was way back in 2013 in Gibraltar. Ross Smith hit 1 against Adrian Lewis in a game that he still lost.
Yes, it's been a while. We'd love to see another one.
140.
So with this crowd.
Over you require 138.
Hang on.
Have we suddenly accidentally flicked onto another channel or something?
43.
Walk-on girls dishing out free massages to people involved in the streaming of this tournament. And I'm sat here with Mike Lawrence and a bag of Haribo.
100.
Ton from Seyler gets him down to a finish, but this is Thornton's leg, or it should be. Ball.
52. Thomas, you require 141.
A little bit of exasperation from Robert Thornton, but he'll come back, knowing 3 leaves him his favourite double top. If he comes back. If he comes back.
Oh, 170.
That would have been huge.
You require 43.
But it's not over yet. Thornton's got to take out this 43. 2 darts at tops. Last dart in hand.
23.
Problems for Thornton.
A shake of the head again.
Require 24.
Double 12 for a 4-2 lead. And does it.
Tomas Seyler.
Well.
4 consecutive legs for Thomas Seyler against a man ranked inside the top 10 in the world.
Game on.
The crowd roaring him on. Thornton, not a happy man. Everything is going Shorty's way at the moment. Will that continue?
I thought after missing that 1-4-1 shot that may have done him, and Thornton would have stepped up and polished off the leg. It wasn't to be. Fair play to Thomas Seyler, holding his nerve there to come back and take out the double 12.
Well, look, that was a leg. Thornton's throw. He's kicked off 180, and he's had 2 darts at his favourite double. Seyler's still won it. Maybe this is his day.
Just 26 there from Thomas Seyler. Can Robert Thornton capitalise? Yes.
140.
2 big trebles.
Well, there you go. 22% for Robert Thornton, 67% for Thomas Seyler. One of those are the kind of numbers you'd expect from a man ranked inside the top 10 in the world.
41.
Another poor visit from Seyler.
43.
Not being made to pay, though. You see the averages there, 84 and 82. Nothing to be shouting about. But Thomas Seyler, if he makes it through to the final day of action here at the
81.
International Darts Open, well, that is something that stick it on his CV.
58.
Real opportunity for Thomas Seyler now. We saw in the previous match Brendan Dolan had to survive darts from Marjanovic
59.
to go 5-2 down. Had Marjanovic taken those chances, Brendan Dolan might have been dumped out. Oh, look at this.
Double top.
120. Thomas, you require 154.
And he wasn't far off the 1-4-1. Just the wrong side of the wire there.
94. Robert, you require 40.
Dry fresher for Robert Thornton.
And he
only needs the 2. He gets a break back, but he is still staring down the barrel here, Robert Thornton.
Game on.
And we saw that game between Brendan Dolan and Marjanovic ebb and flow and go one way then the other
41.
before Dolan crossed the line for a 6-5 win. And this one looks like it might go the same way, but advantage still in the hands of the German here, Thomas Seyler.
99.
Yeah, Jihan Artfut and Daniel Zugler two of the host nation qualifiers
60.
who failed to make it past the opening round. The other two, Thomas Seyler, who duking it out with Robert Thornton here, and Max Hopp, the other one. Now, Max, intriguing tie this evening against Mervyn King. A repeat of their World Championship first round clash, which produced an absolute belter of a game. If we get anything like that this evening, just the 26 again. That's the third one of the match we've had here. Yeah, if we get anything like in that King Hopp game, we are in for something special. Thomas Seyler, he's streaking ahead in this leg on the Thornton throw and doing his best to offer Thornton away back into this one.
Didn't really work out, but Thornton himself is struggling to find a big treble.
58.
Just needs one of these two players to get hold of this leg by the scruff of the neck.
99.
Well, 1-2-4, a manageable finish. Thornton is not going to get down to a finish himself. He might be nowhere near one.
36.
Dear me.
Thomas, you require 124.
Well.
Doesn't need to go for 14s here. Don't think he will. No. 14 would have left the ball. But the treble 14 leaves you double 11. Nobody particularly likes that. As it is, Seyler will come back with 3 clear darts at double 16.
85.
This
Thomas,
should be 5-3.
32.
The way he's finished, Thomas Seyler, one of these is likely to go. 5-3, Thomas Seyler. Robert Thornton has got to win 3 legs on the spin. He is in serious trouble because Seyler's got the throw in 2 of them as well.
Leg, Thomas.
Incredible. You can see Robert Thornton beating himself up on the stage there with how poorly he's throwing. But let's not take anything away from this performance from Thomas Seyler.
81.
Backed by this 2,000 plus crowd here in the Saxon Arena. And he's certainly given them plenty to cheer about at the moment.
40.
Just one more leg needed for a tie in tomorrow's third round against either Ian White or Michael Mansell.
100.
Robert Thornton's got to dig deep. He's got to find something, and fat 5s are going to be
30.
no help to him. Absolutely none.
I can't believe it. I think some in the crowd can't believe it. It could be turning into a very bad day at the office for Robert Thornton.
And every treble from Thomas Seyler is getting a round of applause here from this audience.
60.
And he's, what, 43 points ahead here, plus these. Seyler closing in on victory. His finishing has been excellent all the way through this match. He's 5 out of 7 on his double, 71%. That is world class.
Unlucky there with the Robin Hood. The dart piggybacking on the flight of the first one. So, of course, didn't count as any score.
140.
Seyler's probably going to get 6 darts from here for the match. His finishing has been excellent. When it's a match dart, though, can he reproduce it?
Yeah, 71% checkout percentage.
100. Roll you at 131.
2 tops. 2 tops?
Robert
Thornton out of nowhere. 131, treble 17, tops. And he's still alive in this one. A holder throw and we're going all the way. Seyler was set on 88 for the match.
That was a sign of class
100
from Thornton that has taken him to titles by pulling that out of the bag, looking dead and buried, throwing 26s, 30s, 40s and getting more and more frustrated with himself. Pulls a 131 checkout out of the bag.
140.
That could have completely changed this game. Thomas Seyler sat on 88 for the match and hitting 70% of his doubles. Does not get a shot at it.
59.
Because Robert Thornton pulled out the highest checkout of the match and one of the best we've seen all weekend. And he's kicked in a little bit here. Ton 40. That one's unfortunately
80.
bounced out. But he's looking very, very good here to take us all the way to a deciding leg. Then we'll see how Thomas Seyler can deal with the nerves.
Well, 2 of the 3 matches so far this afternoon have gone to an 11th and deciding
100.
leg. And this one looks like it might be going the same way.
And there's the odd one.
121.
A much better leg of darts from Robert Thornton here. Thomas Seyler, just try and put a dent in this, get to a finish, put some pressure on, that'll help.
140.
Well, there is some pressure on this.
60.
Robert Thornton's finishing has not been brilliant today, despite that 1-3-1. He bends the wire at tops.
20.
Seyler, 117 for the match. He was on 88 for it in the previous leg and did not get a shot because of that superb checkout from Robert Thornton. He needs 1 treble to get a match dart. He's missed the big number.
Well, that's what you were saying earlier, Dan.
77. Robert, you require 40.
When the checkouts matter, with the nerve hold.
Team shot
It
and
didn't.
a 10 flag.
It did for
Robert
Thornton, and we are all square going to 11th leg decider, folks.
Thomas to throw first. Game on.
But Seyler has the throw. He's got to get off to a good start here.
Well, that's a perfect start. Absolutely perfect. Oh, deflects out.
21.
Very unlucky with that last start. Here comes Thornton.
Oh, my word, Robert Thornton. Just the second 180 of the match, and he pulls it out in the deciding leg. Will it prove to be decisive?
Wow, this has turned into a real cracker, this game. And it's not over yet.
100.
Just a ton. Robert Thornton. Kicked off 180. He's back in there again. Ooh.
100.
Well, we won't see the 9-darter, so Thomas Seyler knows if he can get 280 done in 6 darts, he's not going to do that. He is not going to do it. He needs to do it in 9, you would think.
45.
Just the 45. Robert Thornton's stolen the darts.
$43. Thank you.
Well, a glimmer of light for Thomas Seyler, just composing himself, knowing he's so close.
That's nerves.
So
Oh
is
my
that.
word. We've seen 3 26s in this match already. 2 from Thornton.
9.
Oh my word. Thomas Seyler, the
Well,
nerves.
That could be it. Chance to reach the last 16 of a European Tour event for the first time in his long career, the German. And he may have to
100.
wait for another day because Thornton's down to a 2-dart outshot.
Can Thomas Seyler collect himself? He's gone to the back of the stage. He's had a drink. He's just tried to dig deep. He started off this leg so strongly,
96.
but it may be a rather tame finish to his campaign here in Riesa. Thornton looking at 78 for the match. Tops he wants.
38.
1 match start goes begging. 130. Thomas Seyler. He may get a shot at the bull. He'd love a shot at double 5. He might get none.
It's not going to happen. Robert Thornton,
48. Robert, you
like
require
a coiled
40.
spring at the back of the stage now. Wanting tops.
Game
And hitting
shot.
tops.
And the
Well, what a
match,
game. Pushed all the way by
Thornton.
Thomas Seyler, was the number 10 seed. but it is Robert Thornton who progresses to take on Ian White or Mickey Mansell in round 3 tomorrow. Coming up next, the number 9